Everyone, I hope we are all up and working, but I'll just talk to myself for a minute or so while I check if we are all working. So hello Jane, hello Ada, lovely to have you both here so early. It appears I am working. Oh no, I'm not. I just need to flick my camera and then we're working. I can't do this without. Okay, so let's take 5 again. Just make sure that we can see my face. We can see my face. This is good. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? So hi Jane, hey Ada, hey Ronnie, hey Cheryl. I can see you. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Hello Miss Margine. So I have an update from Wednesday. I now have a lovely splint for my broken thumb and I have a follow-up appointment next Wednesday. So we're all working. The only thing I can't do is pinch my thumb and my pointer finger, which I use all the time. So I'm a little frustrated, but I can do 95% of the things I need to do. Cleaning my glasses is really hard because I use these 2 fingers to clean my glasses, to put pressure on the lens. So that was a bit adventurous today. Oh my God, is that totally zoomed in or what? Hold on. Oh, sorry, I think we are zoomed in somehow. Why is this not working? There we go. So let me see if I can zoom out. I don't know. You're just very close to my face. Are you still very close to my face? You're getting a good tour of my craft desk. That's better. We're not so close. So that's my update. I'm in a lot less pain now. The joint is immobilized. So there's like 0 pain now that it's immobilized, but I had the orthopedic guys have a look and all of that. So I'm in the right can now that I know it is actually broken. Better. Awesome. I thought so, Ronnie. I flicked to my screen and went, whoa. But that's okay. What is one of my lives without chaos? Like seriously, you come here to see what chaos I may have happening today. So today, what are we playing with? We are playing with the Nature's Walk Designer Series paper. So that is what I want to play with. Let me just press a button here and we're all good. So the Nature's Walk Designer Series paper, I didn't grab out the card, but give me a second. Apparently I can use those 2 fingers. I am going to grab the card that created all the fuss that we're using today. It's okay, Louisa. I won't roll over you. Sorry, I've got Louisa here. So this is the card that I use the Nature Symphony dies on, and I created the leaves. Now, I purposely sized my garden green paper so that I had the negative to use. So that's what we're using today. So I have I haven't counted them. We will have to count them. But I have lots of negatives to use. And the Nature Symphony dies go with the Nature Walk paper. I want to put an S on the end of that for some reason. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. I'm glad too. Yeah, I know my head was cut off a bit. You should have told me. But yes. Hey, Margaret, how are you? It's been 3 weeks, Ada. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get there. I can drive. I can shower. I can use my walker. For those of you who don't know, I do use a walker and electric wheelchair, but I can't use the electric wheelchair in the house. We're a little narrow in places. So I can use my walker, and that was a big thing. I needed to be independent and use my walkers, so I can use that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I was listened and cared for at the hospital. So the Nature's Walk paper, we will go through that. And I'm kind of casing an idea from the catalogue today. But I didn't purposely cut all these negatives. As I said, the negatives are from this card that I made in recent class and team meetings. So it's just, it shows an idea in the catalogue, but I've come about it a different way. So yeah, right, no one's chitter-chattering at me right at this second, so that's good. Now, on Tuesday's video, I went through a bit of what is happening. So, I mean, yes, Tuesday's video. This week, oh my God, everyone. It's just, my head is spinning. So February, everything started on Tuesday for the month of February for Stampin' Up. So we have the bonus days vouchers that everyone could redeem in January, everyone could earn in January. We are now in that redeeming period. So you're in Australia, your $9 vouchers, when you put in an order, you can redeem those vouchers. So you get, I think I got 2 or 3 vouchers. So I have those to spend, which is all those to redeem. And I'm spending them as well. So we also have our joining offer. And if you join in February, join my Wicked Woodies team, you get the brand new Stampin' Positioner free. Now, I have unboxed this and shown this being used. If I need to stamp today, I assume I will use it, but you get that free. So you don't need to add it to your joining order or anything like that. It just gets added, which is fantastic. We have the brand new product of the month. So that's when you spend $125, you can get the product of the month for $9. And this month we have a 12 by 12 paper called Painted Illusions. I am going to borrow the paper so you can see it in real life, because I have been told in real life it is different and better than the images online, and the images online are gorgeous, but I have been told it's different, so I'm going to borrow it from my team leader. We also, thank you to gorgeous people who alerted me of this, the last chance list has been updated. You may need to go a couple of pages into the last chance list to see the new things, because when I changed the filters to newest, it didn't show me. I think it showed me the newest products, but not the newest things added to the last chance list. So I think that's what it did, and I still need to talk to Stampin' Up about that. And last but certainly not least, we have 2 new kits this month. They are they're gorgeous. One of them, the oval one, is really nice, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. Maybe I might use my vouchers to get the kit, because I do like the oval one. And even if I don't, one of them is a baby card, but even if I don't need a baby card, I can make that card into something else because it's just really cute daisies. Okay. So that is all good. So let's flip around, try not to turn off the sound, and I will show you the inspiration in the mini catalogue for where we're going today. Will it be perfectly that? No, but it's kind of the inspiration. So let's flip around, cross your fingers, and hope everything's good. Okay, you guys can just sit there for the moment. Okay, let me just tighten up my stand. Oh, I haven't got any dog to roll over because she trotted out of the room. She's very contrary. Some do it, and I did it. Now, don't have your fingers near any buttons. So, let me see here. I think we're pretty much on the money for where we want to be. Maybe I just might want to go up a little bit. I think we're pretty good, guys. How did that happen? Okay, I just need to pull this down a little bit. Yes, I am bossy. I'm in control, Miss Cheryl. I'm going to turn off the light and I'll be straight back. And I have to be careful where I'm putting my hand because I've got the Velcro and the plastic on the back. If I put my hand somewhere and I just go sliding. So, yeah, we're learning very quickly. Very quickly. Okay. So, the mini catalogue. So let me move all of these pieces. And we're going to flick through some pages. I know we're on page like 39. We've played a lot with this lovely and beautiful collection. Love those. Okay, Valentine's. I did some Valentine's adjacent cards on Tuesday. Now I have... So true, Cheryl. You never listen to me. I have this paper. I generally don't do Easter cards, but I have this paper. Would you like me to do some Easter style cards? Because if I've got the paper, I might as well use it. And it is a fun specialty paper. And I have the matching specialty paper as well. So if you want me to do something with this paper, leave a comment, and maybe that can be one of our videos next week. Okay, I think we should be not here, but here. This is Nature Walk. So a lot of amazing products. I have not the whole suite. I do not have the faux bronze pentagons. So that's the only thing I don't have in the suite. But I have stamp set. I have the dies. I have the ribbon. I might have to remember to grab out that ribbon. Okay. So this is how our artist created some of the paper, which is always nice to get that insight of how they actually make it. Okay, we've got some spritzing techniques here, but this is the one that kind of inspired me. So they have used a spritz piece of paper and used the die to cut it out and then made a card. Now, I made a very different card and I sized my garden green pieces so that I had... this is a card front size. So what size is it? I think they're 9.5, so they're a centimetre smaller than a card base. But I thought they would make good card fronts. So they've made two same design cards, but one is using stamping and the die cut, and the other one is using the background, the reverse piece and a background. So I thought we could put some designer series paper behind here and then just pop them on the card and add a sentiment. So, oh, Jane, you want me to show you that? Awesome. Any inspiration is good inspiration, even if you're not going to make an Easter card. And I don't have a Happy Easter stamp, so I can't see myself making an Easter card, but there is one person, if I do make an Easter card for, I send it to her. So she's my second mum. And we always send cards to each other. She doesn't send me handmade cards, but she does send me cards, and she sends beautiful cards, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so let's have a look at this paper. So I may have bought a second set of this. So we have, just let me see, so on the back of this gorgeous toned paper, so we've got a bazillion colors in this, and in this paper I took inspiration and made a gears and textures card with 10 of the colors in this paper. So never discount the paper. Oh, that's going to be a good one for our backgrounds, I think. I'll pull that out. Oh, look at that pretty peacock on the back. Okay, so I like that one too. So that's just a crumb cake grid. We'll see, I like the script, but I think the crumb cake grid may make a nice, yeah, that looks good. And then this looks good as well. Just different looks. Different looks, but they work. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out pieces as we go. Hello, Miss Cindy. How are you? Yes, Jane, it could be a spring card, which is totally out of season for us, but it doesn't matter. We are having a bit of a hot day here today, but that's okay. Okay, so, well, this is the one the artist was making. So I'm not sure. Maybe that, so this is Mossy Meadow. That works. That does work. Maybe not. Maybe not, because Garden Green is in this paper. I'm pretty sure it is. Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, Cloud Cover, Crumb Cake, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Secret Sea. Now, let me see. Now, this one is going, because I have one rogue one, because I did want to make a, I did want to, when I made this card, because Lost Lagoon is in the greenery washi tape, I went, oh, what would happen if I made a Lost Lagoon leaf? And it didn't work for what I wanted, but I do like that piece for this. But does it work with the green? I don't know. Okay, I love that. Oh, and we've got the gorgeous ledger on the back. I only have one piece of this, and I do have some 6x6 pieces, so I think I'll start with this one using my 6x6 piece, but because I have so many of the Garden Green, I will I'll grab out these ones, that one and that one, and I think I wanted that one as well. Okay, now this is a lighter piece than the one I tried. Oh, I like that one too. Okay, now this piece of that, I'm just going to see if it works. That works as well. Wow. I'm using a lot of my 6x6 pieces before I even cut into a 12x12. Not that I'm scared of cutting into a 12x12, but yes, that's where we're at. Okay, so sorry, I'm just thinking here for a second, because I'm just going to start cutting up and creating more scraps, which is fine. I'm going to do a little bit of measuring, because will 8 centimeters cover this? Not quite. So I'm going to go 8.5 and cover 8.5 by 11.5. So it's going to be odd, but I just don't need all of the designer series paper. like, why waste it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so 8.5. So still leaving us with a really, really decent piece. And I'll just put that there. And I said 11.5. And that is also a decent piece to use. So I'm going to pair these up. Okay. Very carefully. So this goes with that at Suzanne, but it really goes with this piece. All my Aussies, I say it all the time. Those great ads that stick in your head. I really like that. That's good. Okay, so this one, 8.5 by 11 is the right sizing. So I haven't counted how many pieces I need. Do you know what? I'm going to go this way. 8.5, and I'm cutting it this way so I keep that gradient if I do want to use it. 8.5 by 11. Did I say 11? I'm now second guessing myself. No, I said 11.5. Yes, that's fine. I'll have more green, less Lost Lagoon. Okay, so put that with that, and then we'll work out what we need. 8.5. Oh, Cindy, you may have missed, I broke my thumb. Just so you know. And I may have broken it 3 weeks ago. And just telling stories here. If I had have realised I'd done more damage than what I thought I'd had in the first place, I would have had surgery. But because it is starting to mend, they're not doing surgery, and which is why they're following me up in a week, just to see where it is, like how the mending is going now that it's immobilized. So fun. But yeah, as I was saying before, it is really good not to have the pain levels that I was having. Not that it was terribly painful, but it was annoying. Oh my God, this is my last one. I do not need to cut in to a full piece. How awesome is that? And then what I'll do, I'll put my full pieces straight in so I don't ruin them. Now, I do have my lovely die cut. So what I might do is grab out our large piece of this one, and I can't pick it up with my left hand, and do something like that. Okay, so, oh no, I have one more piece. I do need to cut into the paper. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Immobilize and let it heal. Yeah, they did it out of thermoplastic. I do need to go back today because it's rubbing. Oh, it's not rubbing, but it's sitting too firmly there and hurting. So I'll go back this afternoon and brave the emergency waiting room and get them to fix it. But literally, it's a piece of thermoplastic. They I got something on it. They melt it in hot water, cut it to the shape and molded it to my hand. It was great to watch. Well, I was / am kind of tempted to do it myself, but I don't want to remove the mobilization of this part, and it's that part that's digging in. So I kind of should leave the professionals to do it. Okay, so we're going to have a couple of the same, but not too many, which is good. Okay, I am going to bring back my paper, and all these pieces, I've got to remember, at the moment I'm not ambidextrous because of my right hand being a bit of an issue at times. I actually am quite ambidextrous, and I cannot tell you how much it's annoying me when I go to do something and I can't do it. But anyway, okay, grab this piece of paper. So this is one I cut down, so that goes to the front, and then this one can basically go anywhere. I don't need my papers as such in a particular order. That does not bother me. Well, they would have liked to have seen more healing at 3 weeks, but the fact it hadn't been immobilized will be why they're not seeing as much healing. Hey Bev, how are you? Okay. I'm just thinking, do we find... I'm thinking these would all look great on crumb cake, but I don't think I've got enough pieces. Oh no, I opened a new pack of crumb cake. Awesome. Okay. So let me have a look. This is just a scrap piece, but I think colour-wise, crumb cake may be the way to go because it's a great neutral and it's a bit darker than beige. Hey Anne, how are you? Oh, okay, I hope everything's okay. Yes, even beige, that's right, Cindy. But I think because these are going to be more masculine cards, I think I'm going to go crumb cake because it is my OG favourite. Like really my absolute favourite. So this is, some of these can be portrait and some of them can be landscape. So I'm thinking of just doing, let me put my trimmer the right way here. And once again, I haven't counted my cards, so I'm just going to keep cutting until every card has a card base. And then we're kind of going to go from there. Just put my fingers there. Okay, so everything's now going to the other side as I pair everything up. And if I have a colour question, I will maybe do something a bit differently. I think crumb cake will work for this one. Let's just have a looky-see here. Oh yes, crumb cake will look really nice with the blues. So, grab another one. Don't mind me over here struggling. I mean, I struggle at the best of times, but seriously. Okay. Now, I don't know if I will make all of these on screen today, but we will see how we go for time. Because there are a few, but they're also, I think, I've done half the work which has made it super easy doing half the work for myself. Okay, is that a single sheet? No, that's 2. Don't normally use my right hand to do that. Don't worry, I'm going to whinge for a while about not being able to use my normal things. Yes, okay. Either yes and no. Okay, oh, my cut tool just came out a little bit there. I will say yes and no. It is actually, so these pieces on the inside are very delicate. So that is a true yes and no. Yeah. Okay, I only need one more. Wow, that's easier than what I thought it would be. Great. And then I will grab down my stamp set or the Nature Symphony stamp set that goes with this, and we'll see what we can do. Sentiment wise, because there are some sentiments in there. I'm going to try and put away crumb cake. Now, was it Cindy you suggested using basic beige? There we go. I may use basic beige as my sentiment stamping piece. Okay, so Gears and Textures, Simply Beautiful, Nature Symphony. Okay, so I've got that. Do you want me to show you the dies that go away with this? Cheryl, I knew I had plenty of cards, but was blown away. How many are you? Today I mailed 2 boxes. Oh, you're amazing. How much of a load is that off you to be able to donate the cards? Okay, so You Make Me Smile. I used that on the original card. I have used To a Great Guy as well, and I do like the sentiment To a Great Guy, because these are basically going to be masculine cards, because I have masculine cards, but I reckon all the males that I've given masculine cards to already have one of all the masculine cards that I've made, because I tend to do a bit of a bulk. So I'm just going through. I don't know that I have. Okay, so no, that's Greenery Lane, not Nature Symphony. Hold on. Nature Symphony, here we go. So this doesn't have a label die as such. So I've got lots of greenery, but I want to keep these simple because they're guy cards. So I think this is a bit foofy for a boy's card, the Beautifully Celebrated. Now, I do have, this is an online exclusive, I do have Fragrant Layers. Oh, I just don't know. Let's get out the stamp set and see what will fit where. Okay, that can just hang there. To a Great Guy. It's a bit wide for that one, and I don't know if that one's a bit long. Okay, just let me stick that there for the moment. No, stick that there for the moment. It really doesn't want to play ball. Please stay there. Right, I don't know that the Fragrant Layers is quite going to work. Okay, so let's keep looking and seeing. Oh, now the words are beauty. might work well because we do have a couple of labels. So these were the November online exclusives. It's this one I'm looking at, but I'm now thinking this might be, that might be just perfect. Yes. Okay. So let's grab this out. Let's see if you will come out for me. Yes. Awesome. Love finding the right die. What did I miss? Oh, hey Sheila, how are you? Getting numbers ready. Yes. Okay, you're getting numbers a card ready. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad Micah gave you a hand. Think that's so amazing. Okay, dies away, and they didn't kamikaze. Woohoo! Great. Just close this up and pop this to the side. So, I'm thinking that if I use basic beige, and is that a card front? Yep, that's a card front. So go back to our scraps. I don't have too many, but I think I might have enough. Yes. Okay, and I have, this one's going to be great because it is actually a proper offcut. Okay. Pop that away. I'm trying to keep neat and tidy as I go. Right. Because stamp wouldn't stay put exactly. Okay, so let me, now I could create a jig and just go boom, 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 but let's just be a bit adventurous and not do that. I'm also considering colour. So a couple of them, two of them are going to have to be pretty peacock. Our two blue ones. Oh, that's okay, Lisa. There's always the replay. So I'm going to do my two blue ones on this. Now this is already pretty well used, but I do like to run my finger over it. So just going to pop one here and then one on the other side. And I'm not going to write happy birthday or anything like that. It's just going to be to a great guy. Garden green and mossy meadow, do we think? I think the mossy meadow will look really nice and dark on the basic beige. Because we're not stamping it on white, it will actually look even darker than what it is. I can still pick up an ink pad. Woohoo! Okay, and because maybe I can't hold it quite tight enough. Right, okay, that one's closed. At least I'm not causing myself pain. This one's open. Okay, so this is where I do actually need to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we'll end up maybe making 7 cards today, which is a bit exciting. Oh, you're not that late, Lise. You're fine. Okay. Oh, does this need re-inking? We shall find out. This needs re-inking, so I want my neutrals. Geez, I've been re-inking quite a lot recently. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I think it might be a seasonal thing that I have been re-inking a lot of my ink pads. No, I would never, Bev, as she says, I may have stabbed myself previously, but no. I just made sure I had proper hold of it first. The first time I definitely did not have a proper hold of it. Now that's a thirsty ink pad, because look at those suckers just sucking in. Okay, hold here, lid on and spin. I swore I had that ink on me. Okay, pop that away. Re-inking is a very easy process, so never feel, oh my god, I have to re-ink. Seriously, just re-ink, because it use your left hand, Ellen, because just gives you a much better result. So I'm now moving this ink in the ink pad just to make it even. I do have a bit of extra ink here, and I do already have a damp baby wipe from something else I was doing. Hey Corinne, lovely to have you here. Is this my baby wipe? Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that edge. That's nice and clean there. And I'm also just going to grab this edge here. Let's use my finger and just grab that. Done. Done. Right. I will still use this one I've already done because that will work fine. I know my stamp's upside down. It doesn't matter because I'm die cutting. Oh, so much better. Look at the difference. Okay. Now, how many did I say I had? Because I've forgotten. Okay, that one's not great, but I also was stamping quickly. Can anyone remember how many of the green ones I need? Because seriously, hold, there we go, that's a better transfer. I do have more of this paper, but okay, my wires aren't so great. 5, you think? Yeah, I thought so too. I've stamped 7. It's fine. It's all good. Gives me choice. Okay, now I won't be getting ink off the stamp all over me. And next we will be die cutting. So my die is sitting very, very patiently right there. Okay. Great. Perfect. So I think we just need the mini machine today. So I have my plates. And I have my mini machine. So open it up. I want my base plate, so I choose to use the grey one. I know you should use the white one, but it just doesn't work well enough for me. 7-Eleven, 11:27. Rightio, thanks Cindy. 11T7 is very, very helpful. I love the angles on this die. It's fantastic and easy to work for anything, but it does work particularly well for a guy's sentiment. Now, I should procure a dish to put them in. To a great guy, and I am going to need my big scissors just to cut the excess off, because the mini machines don't like paper feeding through first. So if I had my paper through like that and then wanted to feed it through, it wouldn't feed through. It's just a thing with the mini machine. But yeah, just a quick trim and we are all good, ready to go. That's good. Just pop that in a little bit. Top plate on. Just give it a bit of a zhuzh. And that goes through perfectly. It doesn't need to go through twice, but I'm just grabbing it back through because that's easier for me. Okay, now this piece I can just flip around. Now the T is a little squishy squashed here, but I don't think any of the guys I'll give these cards to will really notice, honestly. Okay. Recycling. Plates back through. Let's also do our pretty peacock friends. Just hoping, oh yes, my smudges are out of the die parameters. Okay. Now this may crack because I'm not putting in it on an angle. Cracked a little bit. Ah, see, I love my little one. It's just a couple of things, not putting paper through first, and sometimes just my plate placement. But normally I line my bottom two up and then my top one goes wherever it needs to. And it's normally not all the way through. So I'm pressing it up against the rollers, sandwiching it down, and it goes through no problems. So yeah, I do. I love this mini machine. I cannot talk more highly about it, but I do this for a living and I use it a lot. But if I had a choice and I could only choose one, I would choose the big machine, because you can use any embossing folder, any dies, all of that kind of thing you can use on, like, in that machine. So yeah, I do agree with you with that, Corinne, but yeah, I know just for these little ones, the big one I feel is overkill for me, and frankly it takes up less room on my desk, and with my splint at the moment I shouldn't be, well, I think my discharge notes said I shouldn't carry anything over 500 grams, and I can tell you the Big Shot the Big Shot, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is definitely over 500 grams. So that kind of restricts that. But I can definitely pick it up with my left hand and do so all the time in my, like, just being normal. I do it all the time. Okay, plate in, sandwich down, feed through. And then one more to go. I know I've got a few extras. They will be used. So that's never a bothersome thing. And one more. So for those who have popped in, using some leftovers paired with some leftover die cut reverse pieces, actually pairing it with the Walk in Nature, using the matching Nature Symphony bundle. So the dies are the greenery dies from this matching die set. That moved. Okay. Can we just move? Oh, you pain in the behind. Okay, there we go. We got there in the end. Hooray, we are done. So I know I could ink these all up and do so much more. Oh, hey, Kelly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're having a bad night. Okay, so I'm also going to keep my die in there because it's a magnetic dish, so it's not going to fly away. Okay. I am going to put these plates away because they just live above my head. Machine away. Okay, so I need a drink of water. All of a sudden I got a dry throat. That feels better. Because I was also at the dentist this morning. So, yeah, just for a normal teeth cleaning. Thank you, Cindy. That's lovely for them all to know. Okay, so I am going to use my multi-purpose glue. So I'm just going to adhere the Designer Series paper to the back. Now, can someone tell me, did I just lose sound? Only because I just got a notification. So I'm kind of going around here, and then I am doing kind of little mini dots on these interiors. Okay, not putting the lid back on because we're going to be using it a fair bit. And this doesn't need to be straight on the back at all. Okay, just let me flip this over and make any little adjustments that I need to, which was, it's always going to be a little adjustment on that piece there. Oh, that looks so pretty. And then we are going to put the To a Great Guy here, and then just some embellishments. So simple, but good. So I actually like that, and it's going to go on the crumb cake cardstock. So now I can pile these up as I go through. Okay, whoa, this one needs some corralling. Now I'm also using my silicone mat here because I don't want glue going all over my my glass. And glue just rolls off. Once the glue is dry, it literally just rolls off this mat, which is which is awesome. Oh, come on, just a little dot. Thank you. I will stick this on. I'll flip it over and then I will change it. Okay, I think that is good. We will find out when we flip it over. Wow. Okay, that needs to go there. That needs to be pushed down. I do have a couple of bits that are a little higher, so especially with this one, I am just going to lift this up and put a little, no, that's too much. That's okay. And I just definitely need one under here. It doesn't want to pop up. Not helpful. Feeling a little bit discombobulated in my hands. Okay. Perfect. These two are up a little bit, but in the whole scheme, it doesn't matter. So we're going to add a, yes, that works really well with the Mossy Meadow. So that works well. Next, doing the whole production line. Hey Sue, how are you? Hey Tanya, lovely to have you here. Okay, we're getting these interior pieces kind of first. Okay, now I'm just going around the whole edge and we're done. We're kind of mass producing some masculine cards today, ladies. So I went through and I chose my Nature Walk Designer Series paper. Then I chose, there we go. Then I chose my background paper. Then I chose my stamp set, which is the matching stamp set for this suite. And then we've just gone through and stamped and die cut with the Words of Beauty, the You're to a Great Guy sentiment. There we go. Just separate them here. So this is in basic beige because it goes so well with crumb cake. And these pieces came from class. These were the extras of like the throwaway bits, really. Could have easily just thrown these pieces away, but I had forethought from the catalogue being my inspiration to make these style of cards. Okay. So I'm assuming many of you have this designer series paper because it appeared to be very popular right when this catalogue was being launched. Everyone was sharing this paper, so I'm assuming many of you have already been influenced to get this paper. Now this card I'm just going to leave to the side because this isn't part of the mass production. You don't, but it's on your list, Corinne. Of course it is. I make you add everything to your list. Well, most of the time anyway. Okay, so just little squeezes. Could you imagine, not that I'm jinxing myself or anything, if something actually happened to my right hand? Oh my God. Oh my God. David, I don't even know if I could wipe my bum left-handed. That would be very hard. You have it, Tanya. Have you used it? So if you have this paper, have you used it? I think I have. Yes, I have definitely. I used this for Franklin's birthday card at the end of last year. So I have definitely already used it. Oh, see that? That looks great. Just that mottled background. Loving that. So, to a great guy. Probably should have put dimensionals on all of these pieces ready to rock, but I did not, and that's okay. So this part of the process has not taken long at all. So I did just have a fleeting thought. These would all look really good put on dimensionals, but that is going to take a lot of time. So I think I'm going to put the sentiments on dimensionals, but keep these panels flat, just for time's sake. Hey, Lorraine, how are you? Oh, you forgot your note. That's okay. I sent my sick note to work this morning, and I've got another half a day sick day. Fun things about going to appointments. And I went, now my appointment is until the afternoon. Do you want me to work in the morning? So I'm going to work half a day on one of my days next week, which works well. Okay, so I'm really only cut one more sentiment than what I needed. Now, whilst we're making the other cards, I will do my non-background card. Okay. Next, I need dimensionals. Now, I'm going to go through and snip all my edges. I don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to do each card up until the point that I need embellishments. Haven't worked out embellishments yet. Actually, in my head, I just did. I think I want to use the streak dots. They are currently on last chance, and this would be a really good way for me to use up my streak dots. Okay, I need my bone folder. Sorry, keeping on reaching across the screen. I can't pick up those things with my right hand. Can't even pick up this sentiment with my right hand. Oh my dear word. Okay, so fold this in half because we've already scored them. We're already like halfway there. Okay, then put glue on the background. So we do have a little bit larger than normal. I went a centimetre smaller rather than half a centimetre smaller on the background. So I'm hoping I cut these all correctly. Otherwise, we're a bit stuffed. But that's okay. We're allowed to make mistakes. It makes the project handmade. Okay. Bring this down. Perfect. So we've got a bit of glue squidged out there. That's okay. And I will need my take your pick tool with the crafter's tips attachment because I love my little hook here. It works so well. Come Come on, please. Just play nicely. So have I inspired you to maybe try something like this? Oh, Sue forgot her note. Shamefully, you haven't used it, Tanya. Have I inspired you to use it? If I've inspired you to use it, that makes me happy. Now, just thinking, I do want to have a connection with the leaves. So I'm thinking that's a good place. Now, I must remember that not all of these have been cut. The panels, not all of them have been cut as landscape cuts. Some of them are portraits, so that'll be a little bit different as well. So just one in the middle should do it. I say should. I may end up going to add bits later, but I think we're good. Ah, great. Yeah, and it just came that I had, these were already die cut. They were hanging around my desk. I'd seen the page in the catalogue that did a similar thing, but they used the, I'll grab it. I'll try and grab it. No, can't grab it. Oh, now I can. So they used the leaf and made one card with the leaf. And then one card with the reverse. So, but my leaves were used on these cards with the Greenery Lane washi. So, same, but not. Okay. That's pretty good. No, it's not. It all just moved. What a pain in the behind. Okay, I think that's where we will leave that. I'm just wondering what embellishments will work. Okay, there's more space down here because they're all not die cut the same way. Okay, those two. This one is a lot lighter because we've got that crumb cake shade in the background. So they're all just a little different. Lorraine, did you have a video this morning? Just while I concentrate here. Stay over there. You can, it does not want to come off. Now, this is one of my portrait cuts. So I can definitely tell by the way I have cut it. Okay, and I think I'll put the sentiment up here for something different. I do have a couple of pieces lifting up, but do I leave them or do I glue them down? That is the question. Okay, I think I'm going to have to just put there we go. That is going to stay down now, so that's maybe hold it for a second. Oh, Corinne, I broke my thumb 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks and 2 days ago, but I only found out this week that it was actually broken. So they've immobilized it in a splint, and the good thing is I can use it. So I was there going, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to craft. I was actually quite sad that I wasn't going to be able to craft, but I can. The only thing I really can't do is get a proper grip with these 2 fingers. So, yeah. Thank you for sharing, Bev. I can't hide it, can I? Because I think you'll find in my video 3 weeks ago showing the really cute kit, I showed you the bruising, which was like 2-day-old bruising. And I was convinced it was not broken, but the swelling didn't go down, and what else? And I still had pain. So I did the right thing and looked after myself. So, well, I also can't pick the ends off here. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. You know, I don't let much get me down, really. Me too, Corinne. I'll find out next week, because I've got an appointment next week where they will x-ray it, and then they'll look at how it's healing. I still may, that card's right. I still may need an operation, but not this week. Not this week. Okay. I know the men who I give these cards to may not appreciate the embellishments, but I think these cards just need that final touch. Like just a final touch. How am I going? Oh, it's going to be a titch longer than normal, but I think we're going to be okay. I think you'll appreciate the fact that I would have made 7 cards in a fairly short amount of time. Okay, so I think, I don't know where I'm going to put this one. And I do have a rogue card that doesn't follow the, doesn't follow this, but it's still an offcut, and we're going to use it up so it's not bouncing around my desk. Yes, Corinne, it was, and ever since it's been immobilized, funnily enough, I haven't had any pain. And in all seriousness, I had like a aching kind of pain. I never really had a huge amount of pain. So it's, I didn't stick this piece down. Oh, maybe I did. I never really had a huge amount of pain. It was just annoying. So, yeah. Now, it's like, oh, we're happy. We might actually knit together a little bit more now. Because, who cut that card base? That couldn't have been me. That card base is so off. So off. How far is that off? That's off by a fair bit. Where's my big scissors? Let's fix this up just a little bit here. And no one will ever know. Yeah, that's enough of a piece to cut off. Okay, no one saw anything with that one. Don't know what happened. Okay, so I only, oh, that was so close, guys. I only had one portrait card. The rest of them are landscape. Yeah, there you go. Oh, this one, yeah, this one could be portrait, but let's make some landscape cards. Maybe this one isn't cut the same size as the other ones, but that's fine. Okay, close these scissors, Ellen. Okay. Oh, yes, I do. I still do need my bone folder out because we've got that one more card base to go. Now, take that piece off. Okay, so just guided by where I could have put this top or bottom, it wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, okay, so to the one card that is different. Okay, so I have this strip, and this strip is just under 7 centimeters. So let's just pop that there off to the side a little bit. Okay, so please excuse me if you can hear David. He's in the middle of the house. David, I'm still live. That might get him. Stop him. No, apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, so that is a little bit longer than the card base, and that's okay. Just giving it a good push down. It's flush to the top, is it? Yeah, it's flush enough. Just take off that extra at the bottom. Who did I miss coming in, Lisa? Oh, it's you saying hello, Lisa. Sorry. Hi, Lisa. How are you? We've got all the Lisas here. Well, all my Lisas anyway. Oh, no, we don't. We're missing Mrs. Cece. Okay. So, I think I'm going to be really smart because this is actually a very, very delicate piece. So, I am going to not use dimensionals. I am just going to use dots of glue. And we only want little dots, and the reason is the embossed slits on this die cut. If you put in too much glue, the glue's going to ooze through the slits, and that does not make for an attractive card. Okay, so I have something on every leaf. Now, God help me picking it up. Okay, so can't do it with your right hand, Ellen. I'm discombobulated with this one, jeez. Okay, I've got the stem. I'm going to lay it down right there, as it is. Oh, I did get a little bit of glue through on that one, but that's not too bad. So, and then I'm just going to go up there, and I'll put my embellishments up there. So, great way to use that piece that didn't work on my original card. Okay, how are we going? Now, I am going to remind you today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up And if you are watching and wondering what we're all talking about, or what I'm talking to people about, you need to be a subscriber to participate in the chat. So that is because we've had undesirable people in the chat before, and just making it subscribers only just helps us all a little bit. So we have all the people who want to be here and chat and be nice, and not the people who don't want to. So, and if you subscribe, you get notifications of when I go live, or my videos come up in your subscriber feed, and then you can watch them on the replay. Okay, so we have assembled everything on our card. So I am thinking, what colour is that? Sorry, I've just got to get into my box. Now, this is my retreat box. That I just want to know what colours these are. Okay, so these embellishments are Old Olive, which is one of the colours in our green designer series paper pieces. So these are the Moody palette dots. So these were just released last month. Oh, I have Mossy Meadow in our muted palette dots, which is good, and I have Cloud Cover, which would work with these ones. Oh, I also have Crumb Cake. I also have Lost Lagoon. I'm grabbing out a variety. I have Garden Green in Deer Dots, which will go. I'm not grabbing out my sparkly. I do have, these ones are in the mini catalogue, but they're sparkly garden green, and these are masculine cards. I'd prefer not to add sparkle. I could, if I wanted to, add a bit of ribbon to these, but I'm not feeling the ribbon for these cards. Now, these metallic ones would also, oh, I was going to use the streak dots. I was going to use those ones. Okay, I have a variety out. So for this one, our blue one, I am going to use, let's see, I'm going to use these cloud cover ones, even though I do have 2 packs of these. I'm going to use the cloud cover ones. Okay, oh yes, they look great. So I'm just going to do 2 here, and then 1 up here. Perfect. I'm happy with that one. And I've also got my other one, which I could use the Lost Lagoon ones, but I think the cloud cover works really, really well. Okay, so kind of want to go here and here. Kind of like that, just on an angle. So I've got that diagonal line. Now, these pieces would look really good. Not so much the first card, but I think this piece would look great matted with a little bit of Pretty Peacock. But we're making 7 cards here, guys. We are just going to see what we see. Okay, so these do have Mossy Meadow on it. But I'm just wondering what these streaked dots would look like. Oh, hopefully we can distract you whilst I finish these cards. Now, I love these streak dots. I just think they are so luscious. But you can tell me if you think they work. Because I've got a bazillion of them. I don't know how many actually came in the pack. I think they work. You tell me. And because I've got so many, I could even put like 2 over here. What do we think that corner could do with a bit of glue? Just some running repairs. And it's not a repair. It's just getting it fixed. You love it, Lorraine. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to stick with these, but I gave you some great options to go with this pack, because the ones that come in the suite are metallic ones. So this one, this one I'm going to put back in my pack, because I haven't done my retreat cards yet. But that's a whole nother story. Okay, that one. Yes, exactly. I think it brings it all together. I even think on this one, because I think it's drawing the colours from the crumb cake and just bringing it further in. So each card may need 5, some may need 5, some may need 3, but we're just going. See where that one, I think maybe I can just slide a little friend just there. I think that's good. Okay. Now this one, I need them up the top. So one here. So I am using a mixture of sizes. So, but I'm liking the 2 big and 1 small. Sometimes I'll use 2 small and 1 big. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think, looking at it on screen, my dog's got the package of embellishments today. Now they're oh no. Oh, Lisa, I do not envy that cleanup at all. I am so sorry that your dogs did that to you. Oh my word. Well, this one does not want to come off with its glue dot. So that, and thinking maybe another one here. And maybe just a couple. Well, I don't think I wanted either of them right where they landed, but anyway, there we go. Oh no, I'm going to need a third one, even though, oh, make it odd numbers, Ellen. There we go. And doesn't matter how many, but would you believe I'm embellishing my last card, and it's 1:30 on the nose, and we did some chitter chattering at the start. I am so impressed for us. Okay, and I really am really happy how well these embellishments look. And just remember, they are on the last chance list. So they carried over for just a little bit from the September to December catalogue. So we just had them for just a little bit, but they're great. Okay, so these are the street dots. You can't leave. No, Miss Marley loves your paper. I'm so glad Louisa doesn't get into anything like that. But who knows what our next dog will be like. Just don't jinx us, please. Otherwise, I'll be in here with the closed door. Because I never close this door. I can always, I have some kind of idea what's going on in the house. Which I like, because this room goes straight onto my living room, and I can see my front door as well, which is good. Okay, so we completed 7 cards. Can you believe it? Okay, so just showing you them all. This is probably the one-off one, because this is a slightly different color. It still works. It's just like, I think it's the odd one out. Ah, your cats are all over the place. Right. And then we've got this two-toned one. I like that. And then we've got our Lost Lagoon ones. And still using the Nature Walk Designer Series paper, which I've now covered. So for this one is probably the one I did exactly what was in the catalogue. So I used the die cut with exactly the same paper, where these ones I've just used the reverse. So now I have a good stash of masculine cards. So the sentiment comes from, the Nature Symphony dies. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Bev. They are all a bit different. Oh, Mia isn't interested in your cards. Oh, she'll give one a bite. What a cheeky sod. Okay, so I used the Nature Walk Designer Series paper. I used the Coordinating Nature Symphony stamp set. I don't know if I got down. I didn't get down the Nature Symphony die, but this die cut came from Words of Beauty dies. So I did do a lot of cutting. I used my trimmer a lot, but we got there. It definitely was production style, getting these together, but we got there actually really, really quick. So yes, 7 cards. I think I'll keep 3 for my box that I share with at my classes, but that still gives me 4 cards for my stash. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I shall see you next week. You're not a green girl, but you love the last 2. Yeah, but you may not be a green girl, but they're good masculine cards, and you're making them for other people, not yourself. So yeah. Thanks for your video on the baby book. You watched it to do your book. Oh, nice. Hopefully, I will give away that baby book on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning is planned that I have a visit with Mum and Bub and can give it away. Well, I'm glad you like the cards. Blue seems to be the favourite. So this is Lost Lagoon. And then I've got all my green friends. So, which are great too. They're all great. Different contrasts. These 2 are the same paper, and these are 3 different papers. So I was able to use 5 different patterns of Designer Series paper, all from the same set. So it's great that you can get different looks using the roughly the same design. But have a wonderful and creative end of the week and weekend, and I shall see you next week. Bye.